25% in FCT. Document APC witness tendered on the report on FCT was in favor of petitioners Ozekome. Atiku Abubakar's lead lawyer, Mr. Mike Ozekome, SAN, has noted that the document that was tendered by APC and Bola Tinubu's witness on the report on the FCT Abuja as a symbol of status and fountain of unity of the country was actually in favor of the petitioners. Mr. Mike Ozekome made this disclosure when he was being interviewed shortly after yesterday's court proceedings. Mike Ozekome said, the document he, APC witness, tendered, particularly on the report on the FCT as a symbol of status and fountain of unity of the country, which they tendered, was in favor of the petitioners. Furthermore, the PDP lawyer noted that the APC presidential candidate during the just concluded presidential election, Bola Tinubu, was the only presidential candidate who was unable to win his home state, noting that Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, and Rabiu Kwakwanso won their respective states during their election. On the other hand, Bola Tinubu's witness claimed that Bola Tinubu doesn't have to win FCT Abuja before he can emerge as president, noting that Tinubu had already gotten the 25% spread across the country. It should be recalled that Atiku Abubakar of the PDP and his Labour Party counterpart, Mr. Peter Obi, are presently at court challenging the election that produced Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC as the president, alleging that the election was marred by irregularities and rigging. Nigerians are waiting patiently so as to know the decision that will be taken by the court. What is your take on this particular issue? You can drop your comments and opinions below. Yeah, fair enough. And I personally think that given what is happening in the courts, these are just teasers until there's actual evidence. And of course, it's always private and confidential documents that will be used in court as proof. So as the people, we don't only have access to snippets here and there, but until there's a ruling, until there's progress, and obviously it's the duty of the petitioners to keep the people updated. I think that's the only accurate piece of information that we can actually depend on in this given time. But yeah, let me see, because I'm sure that as much as, as a president, you need a 25%, I believe you also need a certain requirement that has to do with the FCT. So, let me actually just check. Exactly. So I found the information that I needed just to confirm what was said in the article. So the requirements to actually be declared the presidential winner, as the candidate must secure at least 25% of votes cast in 2/3 of the entire 36 states of Nigeria. That means they must have at least 25% in 24 states, and also including the Federal Capital Territory. So, some states you might not get 25%, but the point is the FCT as well is also included, and you must get that 25%. So whoever is coming to defend Tinubu and saying, he just needed 25% for the country, it's not like, let's not get it mistaken. You need to have 25% in 24 states. That's what's needed. So, again, this is now maths, calculations, and numbers. I mean, when they say it's all about numbers, it really, truly, when it comes down to the core, is about numbers. And so if INEC is refusing to give information that would allow us, accurately calculate who won the elections, then you might as well have no president, and INEC should be held very responsible for lack of transparency. But again, Ozekome coming out to say that the documents by witnesses is in the favor of the petitioners is a bit I don't know what to think of that, because if it's not confirmed, it's not confirmed. What exactly is the document? And it leads us to know more. So what they do is just give teasers and updates here and there. But really, as Nigerians, if you want to follow this story, I'm sure that information here and there is not what we need. Let's look at the comment section. Unless the courts want to implode and kill itself, there's overwhelming evidence against INEC and Tinubu. Hence the reason why they will prolong this and will frustrate a lot of people's efforts. Unless we actually force it out of INEC and the courts and the judicial system. There's no pressure on the judicial system because they are being watched at the moment. There's pressure on INEC and the ruling party to have their stories straight. It doesn't seem like they would, because again, there is actually overwhelming evidence against both parties. My opinion is that judges handling the case should rely on all tender and act according without fear nor favor. That is the kind of their job role. That's the description. That's why they are lawyers. That's why the law exists. So them not doing it is not acting in their job description and their duties. So Tinubu got 40% of Lagos. So are people okay? And this is how people fail exams. They've told you the requirements to win, and you're arguing what is not. And to be honest, another question is, who decides how you win or the requirements to win an election? Anyways, put your comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.